what we are supposed to be doing, why we are here. Why does he consistently keep acting
based on the constitution, but understanding all this?
What does he? You see, listen. Be careful. Listen to what you are saying. If I don't expect the speaker to be saying things like that. He's a seasoned lawyer. He can't be saying that. He doesn't act on the basis of the constitution, but on the basis of the standing orders. What are the standing orders? The master of the. But that's an entirely different matter. What's an entirely different matter? Supreme Court is simply asked that you should give an order to restore what the situation was.
But you are not
you are not listening. We recall Parliament. The Speaker, when he sat, was supposed to do a first thing, and the first thing was supposed to be this: the decision, the ruling that I made on the particular day has been overset, has been stayed by the Supreme Court, which interprets the Constitution, interprets what we do over here. Accordingly, the status quo ante should be reverted to. So we will know that we are going back to this. Why should the NDC guys rush to go and sit on the side of the NDC? But that is not the point. Where were they sitting? Where were the NDC people sitting? No, you are not listening to me. You are not listening to me. Let's get the fact right. Where were the NDC guys sitting? Is that where they're supposed to be sitting? But you see, we have a convention. We have a convention. It's not argument. Nonsense. You guys are not listening. Supreme Court is speaking. It is not for us members of Parliament on the majority side to be arguing any point. This is a matter. This is foreclosed. It is completely foreclosed. Supreme Court is speaking. That is the end of the matter. Listen, the orders of the Supreme Court were directed specifically to the Speaker. It was the Speaker. It wasn't the leadership. It wasn't the clerk. It wasn't the leadership which made that ruling or that decision. It was the Speaker of Parliament who unconstitutionally made a proclamation, whatever it is that he said the last time. The Supreme Court has told him that he was wrong. Restore matters to what they were before you did that.
Line of action for the MPP.
Well, we will cite you for contempt. We will cite the Speaker for contempt. Watch the space.
I mean, Honorable Ketia, you see, your side did not come. Where is the business committee? You should have sat yesterday.
Let's get first to first. Yes. First and first, there is a ruling made by him. The ruling has been overset. You're forcing me to repeat myself so many times. The Supreme Court is spoken. We want the decision of the Supreme Court to be respected.
The Speaker acknowledged
that what?
Of the Supreme Court.
That
the last
what?
Time he did say that he has been served with copies of the judgment of the Supreme Court.
And so what is it? It's not a question of acknowledgement. It's a question of implementation of the decision of the Supreme Court.
But no MP, none of the
you are not listening. Again, you are not listening.
Yes, but none of the four MPs have been blocked from coming to Parliament. None of them have come in here and they've been blocked from accessing the Chamber of Parliament.
You are not listening. You are not listening. I think I'm going to have to say this for the last time because it looks like some of you have become impervious. It was unconstitutional. It was unlawful. By any account, it was illegal. The Supreme Court, contrary to the assertion by he himself and some members of the minority who keep proclaiming from high roofs and high heaven that the Parliament is a master of its own rules and regulations, the Supreme Court is told Bagbin and Parliament that you are not. There is an institution which is the master of the rules of Parliament, and that this is what the law is. That you cannot make the decision, the proclamation that you made. I call it proclamation because you think he's a king, he's whatever, he's a lord unto himself. But you made a ruling. It is not right. Supreme Court is telling you it is not right. Go back to that house. Can I not complete? I should complete. Go back there. To do what? Yes, it will be the interest of Ghanaians for the Speaker to respect the ruling of the Supreme Court. Come back to this side rather than continue.
But the Speaker has not disrespected the decision.
He is disrespecting the ruling
of the four MPs.
You are not listening.
Disallowed from coming in.
You are not listening.
No, when did any of the four MPs come in and they were asked not to come in?
You know where they were?
Because today the second deputy speaker's aide has been in the chamber, but the second deputy speaker himself has not been inside.
You may want to take some medication. It has no point shouting and shouting when you are ignorant of the matter. What it is this. It's not for the four people to simply show up. In reverse,
On
and
stage.
so we well.
How will it be reversed if you are not seated?
Honorable, you say you are going to cite the speaker for contempt.
Not properly convened.
I mean, you are going
How
to.
would the speaker
To do it. So even if he had 99, which is 1/3 of what to form the quorum, it was for the speaker to make the announcement in the House that his ruling has been stayed, has been overset. Accordingly, minority back to where you were, majority back to where you have been. That is the simplest solution that we talk. Watch the space.
Watch the space. I mean, finally, the speaker says that
Yes.
the majority has failed to convene a business meeting yesterday,
You see-
so that they can put the business
You see,
for this emergency
I
before
keep
the House.
saying that first things first.
First things
is for the speaker to declare in that house the same way as Cathedral, the same way he did to make that. Well, you can keep on making that foolish statement. It doesn't take you anywhere. But what it is that it is for the speaker to sit up there and make the pronouncement that the Supreme Court is already overset his decision, and accordingly we should come back and sit where we sit. Then the business of the House begins.
Just briefly, when the speaker gave that